Here he is. Ingram and Chris Paul is getting a chance to talk to him. Boy, it's so nice to see all the great stars and the vets in this league. They know that this dream is coming true right now for Andre Ingram.
And the crowd also obviously knows it too, because they gave him a real nice welcome.
6 years with the South Bay Lakers, 6'3". And again, over a decade in the making. And here he is in the NBA. On its way, down it goes! Welcome to the NBA.
I like that.
On its way again! He's got 2 3.
Right there.
And one. Talk about making the most of an opportunity.
Well said. You can't pick this in.
Yes, indeed, Big Brother Bear here to give you all that you want and what you need. And today's Teach Me series is coming from Andre Ingram from the Los Angeles Lakers. You may have heard about him, 32 years old. We're gonna break down what you can keep and take for yourself. Hoop loud, you. Now, if you haven't heard about this story is powerful, man. You're talking about somebody that's 32 years old. You're talking about somebody that played in the D League / G League / Developmental League. They came up with so many names with that. But he played in it for 10 years. 10 years, he finally gets a call up. And not only does he get a call up, not only does he get to show up, this Joker showed out and scored 19 points against Chris Paul in the game. Think about that. It's a feel-good story in the sense that you work so hard at something, you're not picked to make it, you're not picked to succeed, and then you show up and show out on the biggest stage in the world in the NBA. Along that journey, he said, man, I'm not gonna play overseas and make more money. I'm gonna stay right here domestically on US soil where NBA scouts are gonna be able to see me more often than to play overseas and get paid more money. They said they get paid peanuts in the D League. He said, I'm gonna grind it out anyway. I'm gonna supplement my income and be a math teacher / tutor so I can still live my dream. Keep in mind, he has a wife and 2 kids. What kind of story? Man, that story is touching, it's moving. That's what we all in it for. Because all of us can't be McDonald's All-American. And this guy made it happen. So how happy am I for him? I salute him for all that he's done, man, the example he set, or just continue to grind in spite of. Now that's a story that everybody will tell you, but we had Hoop Loudy that I got a spin that I want to give to you. 2 things I want you to get before you get up out of here. Number one thing that you can learn from Mr. Ingram is this. If you listen to the story, he was a math tutor. What does that mean? I haven't seen this man's college transcript, but I would probably guess that he didn't major in wash your hands with soap. I would guess that he didn't major in underwater basket weaving. I would guess that he didn't major in, if he's tutoring kids in math, he probably majored in math. He probably majored in something that was going to feed his family long term. The same thing is applied to you. Are you majoring in something that's just going to keep you eligible? Are you majoring in something that's going to help you feed your family long term? Let's take this out the story. Let's say he was a tutor in math. Let's say he majored in some bull crap. Let's say he majored in like how to blow bubbles. How would he supplement his income to help feed his family? He'd be car hopping in Sonic. He wouldn't be a math teacher. Are you kidding me? If you're just worried about being eligible, you're only worried about the here and now. But if you worry about after the game, because the game, listen, you're gonna live a lot longer than you have eligibility. Dig? You're gonna live a lot longer than you have eligibility. So you need to think long term. So when you major in something that's gonna feed your family afterwards, you're good. That's something you could pick away from him. He majored in something worthwhile that was going to actually help him. The second thing I would say is this: opportunity. Whether you believe this or not, let me tell you what I know to be true. There are variables in life that you do not control. You control how hard you work, you control your attitude, but there are variables in life that you don't control. You don't control the coaching style of the coach. You don't control what coaches hire. You don't control the offense. You don't control injuries. You don't control that. So why am I saying that to you? I'm saying that to you because in this story, Brandon Ingram didn't play in this doggone game. Lonzo Ball didn't play in this doggone game. Isaiah Thomas didn't play in this doggone game. So that was a gap That was a variable that was not in control of Mr. Andre Ingram. He was grinding for 10 years in the D League. You think this is a time where he was just grinding the most? He just worked hard the most and then didn't happen? No, there was an opportunity. He jumped through that opportunity. What I'm telling you is this: sometimes you get an opportunity, sometimes you don't. A lot of people pride themselves, beat themselves on the chest, and stick the chest out and say, I'm self-made, I did this, it's because I worked hard, it's all about me. But if they're really being honest, there are some variables that they didn't actually have control over. An injury happened there and they were able to step up. They played for a coach there and they were able to step up. There's variables, right? There's variables in there that people want. They don't want to admit to those variables that they didn't control that had a huge impact on them being successful or not, because they feel like it's going to damage their legacy. I'm here right now telling you, no matter how bad it sounds, when I was in high school, there were cats that were better than me that didn't get a college scholarship like I did. There were cats that could jump higher, shoot better, more athletic, that didn't get a full ride scholarship like I did. I was afforded an opportunity that was uniquely for me. I ran through that door and I was ready for it. If those three guys played like they normally play, he might not have gotten that opportunity. What I'm saying to you is this: there are opportunities out there that are afforded to certain individuals that are not afforded to everybody. So don't get bent out of shape because you didn't make the varsity team. Don't get bent out of shape because you didn't make it to the NBA. Don't get bent out of shape because you didn't make it. You make a full ride scholarship. All you can control is what you control. You work hard. You have a great attitude. You take care of your grades. Those are the things that you can control. You lose if you say, well, I suck because I didn't make the team. What? That's dumb. No, that's not factual. I commend you being hard on yourself, but don't lie to yourself. You can be hard on yourself, but don't lie to yourself. Just because you didn't make a team, that doesn't mean you suck. There are some variables that come into place that may not align with you during that time. That's okay. That's okay. Ingram was able to slide in there and make that thing happen. He didn't have any control if Lonzo was going to play. He didn't have any control if Isaiah was going to play. He didn't have any control if Brandon Ingram was going to play. He didn't have any control over that. But what he had control over was his attitude and his ability to step up when it was time to step up. 19 points, he showed up. First NBA game, showed up on the biggest stage possible, made it happen. So that's what you can learn. Those two things, that's what you can learn. Yeah, you can work hard like him. Yeah, everybody wants to say work hard. But beyond that, you can learn these two things. Pick a doggone major is going to help you. And then secondly, make sure you jump on the opportunity when the opportunity is afforded to you. Be ready. So as always, whether it's on the court or off, in the classroom or out, graduate at the top of your class. Hoop louder.
Hoop loud.